G'day, Aaron here from Adelaide RV Service Centre. Today we've got another 5-minute fix. So we get quite a number of calls, customers ringing up with their BREAKSAFE not working or not charging. So we'll just go through a couple of easy steps you can do at home just to check it yourself before you take it into the service centre. So on the front A-frame of your van, you might notice there's a BREAKSAFE pin, which is generally bolted or riveted to the top of the A-frame. That is connected to the back of your tow vehicle. So in the event of an emergency, if your chains for some reason break or aren't attached to the vehicle and the caravan uncouples itself and starts to roll away, what will happen is that pin will pull out and it will engage the brakes on the van to pull it to a stop. Now this is done through the work of the BREAKSAFE battery. In our Supreme Leader vans, it's generally mounted underneath the bed. Some of the older models might be in the front tunnel boot, and that's basically where the battery will get charged and then obviously come into effect if the need arises and that pin's pulled out. So yeah, on this unit here, it's the RV Electronics BREAKSAFE. It has a test button and also a couple of indicators what the battery is doing, the status of it. So as you can see, if I press the center button here, on the right hand side we've got two LED indicators, the top one being normal, usually a green light, and the bottom one low level being red or orange. Now when I test that, it's coming up red, which is low. So that's just indicating that that BREAKSAFE battery inside is running low and needs a charge. So with the BREAKSAFE battery, generally they can get charged from either the house battery or from your tow vehicle. For the prolonged life of the battery, it's recommended that it is charged periodically or fairly often. You can come into trouble if you don't use your van that often and it's put into storage. That's when these batteries can run low to the point where it won't come up again with a good charge and actually needs replacement as well. So on the front there is an LED which gives you the charge status. So at the moment the light isn't on, so this battery isn't receiving any charge from any source. This one is hooked up to the 12-pin plug, pin 11. So obviously you're going to need that power feed on your vehicle side to make sure that it's actually getting charged as well. So depending on what make or model of van you have and how it's wired, the charge input to these batteries may differ. If you do have a compressor fridge, the BREAKSAFE will get charged from the house battery, whereas this one here, running a 3-way fridge, it only receives charge from the 12-pin plug. So we get a lot of calls from customers saying, oh, my van's been in storage for quite a considerable amount of time. We've hooked it up, we've tested the BREAKSAFE, and it's actually showing low or not even powering up at all. Now this is because they may think it's been plugged into 240 while it's in storage, but that's not actually charging this battery. So it's important to make sure how it's being connected and where it's going to get that charge from. So if for some reason you check your BREAKSAFE battery and it is low, obviously what you want to do is you want to try and charge it. Whether or not you're about to head off on a trip for the weekend, you want to hook your car up, start it up, and you want to make sure that this orange light's coming on to indicate that the battery is receiving charge. Now you'll get to your destination. What you can do is obviously when you set up, you can come in here, you can then recheck the battery status by pressing this button, and what you want to see is that LED then going to green, which is normal sort of battery status there. Alternatively, if you're not going on a trip for a while, you can actually remove the batteries from the unit and you can use an outside battery charger just to bring it up. Obviously, if either of these options don't work for you and the battery is still testing poor or low, then it's likely that it will need replacement, and you can source one of them from your local service centres. So on this BREAKSAFE battery here, we're just going to plug it into the test box. We're going to turn on power to pin 11 to simulate as if you're connected it to your tow vehicle and make sure that the charging indicator comes on. So we've got the van plugged into the 12-pin plug now to simulate the tow vehicle. We've got power to pin 11 and our on charge orange LED is now illuminated. So we know that that battery is receiving charge. So ideally we'll get to our destination, uncouple the van, set up as we normally would. When we press that test button, it should come up to green, normal operation. Obviously, depending on how far away you are traveling and how long you've got it on charge, you may or may not quite be there yet. So if it's only a short trip, you could probably imagine that it's not quite there and it'll still test low. So here we are in a litre gold. It's got different brand, the Camec Breakaway system. The Camec Breakaway system is charged through both the vehicle 12-pin plug and also the house battery that all the lights and everything else run off of. And the reason why this has both is probably because it's more suited for off-road use. Bush camping, you got a higher battery capacity, so they obviously run that extra wiring to charge it off that house battery as well. So the BREAKSAFE system on the other van is connected and charged by the vehicle 12-pin only, and that can be sort of associated with having a 3-way fridge and a slightly less battery capacity as one suited for mainly off-grid camping. So on this Camec BREAKSAFE system, we've obviously got a 3-way switch which you can select to charge it off either the vehicle 12-pin or the house battery, and that's obviously indicated that it is charging by the orange LED light there. Also, if it is connected to the house battery and charging, you'll probably find that under the bed, if that's where your fuses are located, there'll be one there labelled BREAKSAFE charge, and that's basically the fuse from your battery to the Camec Breakaway system there. So on this system, obviously, like the other one, there is a push button to test as well. Once that's held in, it'll come up with a status of what the battery charge is, whether it needs charging or if it's fully charged, as well as the charging indicator as well. So if you are putting your van into storage, just make sure your charger is set to charge off the house battery and not your vehicle. Otherwise, yeah, next time you go to use your van, you might notice that it's flat or low and won't work properly. Hope that helps, guys, and yeah, we'll see you at the next one.